Okay, welcome back to the next part of Majora's Mask. In the last part, we met the Zora guitarist Mikau and obtained his mask, and as well as heard his dying wish to rescue the Zora singer's eggs. So, in this part, we're going to be exploring around the Great Bay Shore a little bit and seeing just what exactly is going on here beyond the little bit of backstory that we were just told about. So, a good place to start might be this house over here. That house is for later. Don't go in there yet. Not important. So let's talk to this guy. So, he's a fisherman. The water's too warm to go fishing. So basically, the water's murky, the water's warmer than usual, causing a lot of problems in the sea, pretty much. So you can see Epona will just stay where we left her forever. We're not going to be using her anymore this part. Forgot to mention you can push R to bring up the electric shield when swimming, and that was the only way to go fast in the 3DS version. I have to say, I do prefer the original swimming controls a lot better than the 3DS one. The original one's a little bit more slippery and hard to maneuver properly, but the 3DS one is just so painfully slow unless you use up all your magic to go fast. Alright, so he's asking us to put the 7 eggs in the aquarium. We don't have them yet, though. So he's wondering if something happened at Zora Hall. Let's check these fish here. So he thinks that thing, she thinks that thing could eat a smaller fish in one bite. We are going to want to keep that in mind for a little later. You can put on the Zora mask underwater and transform between human and Zora Link pretty easily. This swimming is very easy, but it was so slow in the 3DS version. Having horrific flashbacks just by thinking about it. Okay, not really, but you know what I mean. I just did not like that version's controls. Once again, in the 3DS version, by that rock over there, there was another fishing mini-game, so if you're playing that version, you might want to play that. Those don't give you any significant rewards, though, just money. So we were told something about the Zora Hall. Maybe the Zora Hall is up this way. Okay, the Zora Hall is not up this way, but there's something else up this way for us. Zora Link's kind of a slow walker. Not nearly as slow as the Goron, but he's still kind of slow. Let's take a look at this. Beaver's home, beware of swift currents. Okay. So let's just head into here real quick. Just put up, this is a new enemy, this is a like, and the other one we could have seen before, but we didn't. It's a skullfish. And if you beat that like, you get a piece of heart. Uh-oh. Oh, good. There is sort of a current in here, but it's really no big deal. Just come down here and grab the piece of heart. You might as well. Got to get all of them, and as many as you can in this game, because there are only 4 full heart containers. Sorry, my throat's kind of sore still. What am I doing? Well, we have this now. Those Zoras over there have a mini game where you can break those pots with your fins. You don't get anything good for that, it's just money, so don't bother. So let's head out to the Zora Hall and see what's going on out there. That's the Zora Hall right there, by the way, if you're going to. Pretty nice underwater area, better than just the plain little lakes in most Zelda games. This one's actually a full-on ocean. So this fish thing is the Zora Hall. Pretty nice music in here. It's a little stage. So let's just wander around here and talk to people, see what's going on. So, just like with Darmani's mask, they're recognizing us as Mikau instead of as Link. They'll just say, oh, what are you doing here if you're hearing Link, so probably best to talk to them as the Zora. So, apparently the band members are all just in their rooms here. Okay, so Evan, the band leader, is looking for us. So, interesting thing about all these different Zora band members, you can, if you listen to this guy's song, you might recognize that this is the cave theme from A Link to the Past. So, there's a concert coming up. Lulu's lost her voice, and, so apparently whatever's going on in the ocean is kind of related to Great Bay Temple. I was thinking maybe Lulu's the descendant of the Zora who guards the temple. Don't remember anything about that, weirdly enough. So let's talk to this guy too. Something about a jam session. Let's go talk to him. He's playing the dungeon theme from Zelda 1. You might notice they all have, like, fishbone instruments. And I cannot speak to this guy for some reason. There we go. So they need to start rehearsing soon. You can do that jam session thing by pulling out your ocarina. Let me show this. Right now, when you're the Zora, the ocarina is the fishbone guitar. So that's pretty cool. Oh, so as I was saying, you can pull out your guitar in there and do that jam session thing, but it's a very specific song that you have to play. So, yeah, so this is Evan's room, by the way. It's a very specific song you have to play. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but we'll get a hint to it later. This guy, Evan, he's interesting because he's the only Zora in the game that's not blue and green. He is brown and blue. And kind of white, I guess. So, he's playing the Game Over theme from Zelda 1 on his fishbone piano, so that's pretty cool. So we could show him the eggs. I don't remember what he says about that. I think he just says take it to the Marine Research Laboratory, which was the place with the owl statue that we were at before. So, apparently, Mikao is actually the descendant of a Zora hero, and he's the only one who can stop the pirates. That's the only thing new we got from that. But, pretty interesting. Sort of a theme with the whole heroes thing going on between Darmani, Mikao, and presumably the Deku. But we don't know who the Deku is yet. So this guy's trying to get into this room here, or trying to look through the keyhole or something. Who knows? He's not important. So this is Lulu's room, and as you can see, there's like a whole bunch of swords and everything that's kind of broken here. And there's a Deku here for some reason. So he'll sell us a green potion for 40 rupees. Green potion refills magic, and it's pretty much useless. I've never used it once. Don't bother. Let's check and see what this says. This is Lulu's diary. You talked to Evan about it after losing your voice. Okay. Never noticed that before. That's a bit of a plot hole. How are you talking to these people if you've lost your voice? So, this is basically just saying that the pirates stole her eggs again. So that's basically all we get from this. The pirates stole the Zora's eggs. So let's hop up here and talk to this guy. There's something wrong with the lighting. Yeah, you can actually use your fire arrows to light all those torches up there, but all you get for that is a blue rupee. Don't bother. You need that to fill out the Bomber's Notebook in the 3DS version, but not in this one. As I said, pretty much every NPC is in that thing in the 3DS version. Let's see what's in here. This is basically just another unnecessary shop. They have arrows, red potion, and a shield. The shield's kind of useful because those lights that we saw earlier can actually eat your shield if you get swallowed by them. Let's head out here. Alright, so this is presumably Lulu, so let's talk to her. She is the Terminian version of Ruto from the original, from Ocarina of Time. Alright, so, with all that backstory absorbed into your minds, I'm just going to end this part off here, and we're going to be heading to wherever the pirates are next time. So, thanks for watching.